Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Humphrey Bogart. Tonight's author, James M. Cain. Tonight's story, Dead Man.
From Hollywood, a new dynamic series based on the work of the great names of the modern short story. Presented by the actor-producer, Humphrey Bogart.
Actor-producer. Well, that's a moniker I'll have to get used to. You know, when an actor turns producer, searching for material becomes one of his main jobs. And one of mine is to read stories of all kinds. Adventure, romance, mystery, comedy. Always looking for strong yarns. Well told that will achieve the big result, entertainment. And this is the type we're going to dramatize for you. Speaking as Bogart the actor, I'd like to appear in some of them. This is especially true of the one we're going to bring you tonight by James Cain. Jim's a great student of human nature. That's evident in his novels like The Postman Always Rings Twice, Serenade, Double Indemnity, and The Moth. He doesn't write short fiction often, but in this piece, which appeared in the old American Mercury, you'll find the offbeat qualities that have made him famous. He got the idea for Dead Man one night waiting for a freight train to pass. There were some hobos perched on top of it, and, well, that's our story. But before we start, how about a word from High Averback?
In this spot each week, we would have an opening commercial, followed by a short billboard. Now, for the first time on the air, James M. Cain's great short story, Dead Man, with Humphrey Bogart as Larry Knott and William Tracy as Lucky.
What are we slowing down for?
Why does a freight train always slow down 10 miles from nowhere in the middle of the night? Railroad bull coming down the line of Budasaws.
So let's get off. We're going slow enough to jump.
Yeah, but too fast to get back on. Hey, he's flashing his light now.
All right, boys, pile off. Hit the cinders.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, what happened to that kid that was on here? I didn't see him jump.
He climbed down in the coal chute.
Hey, kid, the bull's coming. You can't hide from this guy. He's sitting in this chute. Okay.
I'm giving you guys a break. Are you going to jump?
Come on, Nick.
Right. Fall easy and roll when you hit.
Try to be a nice guy and they walk all over you. Anybody down that coal chute? All right, wise guy, climb out of that chute.
Turn off that flashlight.
I'll turn it off, you little punk. Come out.
Let go of me, you big ape.
Hide out on me, will you? I try to give you a break and you hide out.
Oh, right. Look out. Look out. The bottom of the chute is open. We'll fall. You'll go with me.
All right, kid. Where are you? You're not getting away from me.
Let me go. Why don't you let me go?
You had your chance. Larry Knott ain't losing his job for a punk like you. You'll do a bit and a clink for this.
You're going to kick me there first. Now, big guy, this might even things up.
Kid, put down that spike.
I'll put it down. Always picking on people. I wasn't going to steal your lousy railroad. Now, maybe you let me go. Mister. Hey, mister. Mister! Wake up! Wake up! He's dead! He's dead! Got to get back to Los Angeles before morning. See how far on this road sign. 17 miles.
You better keep running, kid. You got a long way to go.
Where are you? Who is it?
It's me, kid. You know where I am. You left me there.
Look, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
No, but you did it. Now you gotta run. You gotta run for the rest of your life.
Just L.A., that's all. I'll be safe there, you understand? I'll be safe.
You can't beat this, kid.
I can. I ate 2 meals yesterday in the soup kitchen. If I get back in time for breakfast, they'll remember me. Nobody will ever know I left the town. Nobody.
Nobody. You'll know it, kid, and I'll know it. We'll always know it. You better run, kid.
You can't hurt me. You're a dead man. You're dead. You're dead.
Ain't there any bread to put in this slop? Oh, be glad you're living. Move on.
I don't know why they're always kicking. That smells good to me.
Oh, would you? You must love this grub.
Thought you'd be off duty today.
Me? Why would I be off?
You mean you don't even get Sundays off in this joint?
Sunday, wake up. This is Saturday.
Saturday? Hey, that's right. It is Saturday. They're hanging signs and big banners all along the main drag for the parade.
What kind of parade?
The Shriners.
Well, you get to see that for free. That ought to be your speed.
Yeah, that's me. My name is Lucky.
My name is Shorty, but I'm over 6 feet.
Nothing like that with me. I really got luck.
Yeah? Like what?
Like, for instance, getting a hunk of meat in this soup.
Ain't no meat in there.
But there's gonna be some, ain't there?
Shove her plate over quick. Don't let nobody see you.
Thanks, Shorty.
Okay, Lucky. Don't let them guys see the meat. Back of the hall ain't lighted. Grab a table back there.
Sure.
Ain't you hungry, kid? Why don't you eat?
I'll eat.
You'd better. You'll need strength. You gotta have strength to keep moving.
I made it here. I'm all right.
Sure. You made Shorty remember you. The day will stick in his mind because of the parade. That's smart, but it isn't enough.
Why ain't it enough?
You didn't kill another hobo, kid. You killed a cop. Only a railroad bull, but still a cop. They never close the books when a cop gets killed, Lucky. They work all day and all night. They ask questions.
I got answers.
You better have them. And you better have them fast. You'll have to think on your feet, kid. And you're tired.
I gotta get some sleep.
Where, though? Where?
Sign pointing up the street said Lincoln Park. It's only 6 a.m. I can sleep there.
And get picked up for vagrancy? That's bad. They'll bring you in for that and then start on something else.
I can hide. Must be a stable or something in a park. I gotta sleep.
Take it easy, kid. They're watching. You're walking too fast.
Let me sleep. Go away. Let me sleep.
Time to get up, son. There's a man here to see you.
Mom, I didn't do anything honest. It was a mistake.
You shouldn't have left home, son. I begged you not to go. Now the man is here.
Tell him to go away. Tell him I'm sleeping.
I'm sleeping too, Lucky.
Go away. Leave me alone.
No. I want you to get ready for what's coming. Where did you spend last night, kid?
In a flop house.
Yeah, which one?
I didn't pay no attention to the name. It was just a flop house.
Where was this flop house at, Lucky?
How should I remember? I've never been in L.A. before. I don't know the names of no streets.
What did the place look like?
Looked like a flop house.
You think they'll buy that? What did the place look like, Lucky? What did it look like?
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
Hey, what's going on in here?
Help! Make him let me go!
Be quiet, he won't hurt you. All right, Goliath, put him down. Down!
Thanks.
How'd you get in here?
The side door was open. I thought this was the park stable.
It's the elephant house at the zoo. What are you doing here?
I just wanted to sleep, that's all.
You're lucky you weren't stepped on in that hay. One of them might have rolled right over on you during the night.
During the night? Yeah, I was here all night. They might have killed me.
They got a good mind to call the cops and turn you in.
No, please don't do that. I'm broke. I couldn't go anyplace else. Give me a break. If I find a job, I'll be okay.
All right. Now get out of here and stay out.
Thanks a lot. I'll get a job. I'll be all right.
So you're going to get a job, eh? Why didn't you do that yesterday instead of hopping that freight?
They won't know about the freight if I get a job. If a guy killed somebody, the cops wouldn't expect to find him looking for a job.
2 hours sleep in there. That wasn't much.
It was enough. I'm young. I'm strong.
You're running again, kid. You're running again.
Oh, just a minute, lady. Let me check the air in this rear tire. It looks low. Ah, she's all right now. Thanks, and hurry back.
Hello?
Hello. What can I do for you?
Oh, what's chances I'd get my job around here?
If you mean right here in this service station, the chances are nothing flat.
Why not? The sign says you're open 24 hours a day.
I work 12. My brother-in-law works the other 12. We don't need any help.
I ain't asking much, and you could both cut down on your hours.
Look, brother, I know it's tough, but I got troubles of my own. I'm barely making a living myself. Here's 2 bits for something to eat. That's all the help I can give you.
I ain't asking for a handout. I want a job. If my clothes were better, would that change your mind?
Even if the morning paper said you'd been elected one of the 10 best-dressed men in Hollywood, the answer would still be no. I haven't got enough to do myself.
Well, suppose I get better clothes. Would you talk to me again?
I'm a registered Democrat. I'll talk to anybody. But I'm not hiring.
I'll be back when I get better clothes. What's your name?
There, right over the station. Hook. Oscar Hook.
Thanks, Mr. Hook. Just got an idea I can talk myself into a job.
Well, don't waste your time. Here, take the 2 bits.
All right, thanks. I'll work it out for you when I come back.
Stop trying to shove me out of my own business. Good luck, kid.
Thanks.
I wondered when you were going to think about that, Lucky.
Think about what?
The clothes.
So they're dirty, so what?
Not all clothes get dirty that way. Where'd that coal dust come from?
From the freight. What does that prove?
Well, don't you know there isn't much coal brought into Southern California? That car may be the only one in 6 months. And I was killed on it, Lucky. Better think of something else, kid. You better think of something else.
I'll get rid of these clothes. I'll get others.
That won't be easy. Lots of people have seen you in those clothes. I told you how cops work. Coal dust on your clothes, and there was coal dust on mine. I got it all over me, too. And you got no money to buy new duds.
I'll get them. I'll go down to the cheap stores. Somebody will trust me.
Maybe. But the cops will be looking for somebody with coal dust on his clothes. They'll check the stores. You'll be easy to remember, Lucky. You'll be very easy to remember.
I'll pick a small store. They can't check them all. They can't check them all.
In a moment, Act 2 of Dead Man. But first, a word from our sponsor. This, of course, the middle commercial. After which, now we return to Act 2 of James M. Cain's Dead Man, with Humphrey Bogart as Larry Knott and William Tracy as Lucky.
Yes, senor. What can I do for you?
Mister, will you trust me for a pair of white pants and a shirt?
No, no trust. You want credit, you go to a bank.
You go out and work. You get money to buy things.
Look, lady, I want to work. And I can get a job if I have that outfit. I can start to work Monday morning. All I need is white pants and a shirt.
I have to pay cash myself. No trust.
Don't you understand? This means a job for me. I got to get that outfit. I'll pay you next Saturday as soon as I get paid, honest.
Look, I would like to help you, but I can't do it.
Okay, it's your store. I've been out of work a long time.
What kind of job you gonna get? Why you need white shirt and pants?
Maybe he's going to drive an ice cream truck.
No, it's a gas station. They got a rule. You got to have white clothes before you can work there.
See, that's right. They all wear white clothes.
White clothes to put the grease in the trucks. There. One day you're going to look worse than you do now.
What else would I want an outfit like that for? Holy smokes, my own things are better for the road, ain't they? I don't look like I own a yacht, do I?
Tell me, where's this gas station you're going to work?
Hollywood. A guy named Oscar Hook owns the place. It's an Acme station. You don't believe me? Call him up and ask him.
Hollywood's the other side of town. How'd you get over here?
I walked.
All the way over from there to get stuff for the job? That's a long walk. Why'd you pick my store?
I asked half a dozen places. Somebody's got to have a heart.
When a young man doesn't go to school or to work, he's getting into trouble. What size you wear?
15 shirt, 28 waist on the pants.
All right. Go into the back room, take off your clothes. I bring the stuff.
Thanks.
He'll need shoes, too. His are worn out. Here.
See. Maybe he's hungry, too.
Put $1 in the pants.
Well, why not $50? Make him a full partner in the store.
Go.
Here's your things. You want to wrap up the old ones?
No, throw them away.
You got pretty dirty. You're covered with black.
Yeah, I did some work yesterday. I cleaned out a big fireplace in the restaurant for something to eat.
You all ready now?
Yeah, these are swell.
I fix up a bill for you. Here you are. $9.84.
Yes, and $1 service charge.
Service charge? What kind of... All right, okay.
Never mind the service charge.
Sure. Forget the service charge.
There's a tag or something in his pocket here. It's $1.
That's all right. You find it, you keep it. It's your lucky day, huh?
Yeah, my lucky day.
Here, mamacita. You burn the old clothes with the papers, huh?
Sure. Goodbye, boy. We pray for you.
Goodbye, and thanks. Thanks a lot.
Adios.
I'm all right now. I'm clear.
Yeah, but what about the old clothes?
I left them. I'm rid of them.
Sure, but somebody else has them now. That's the evidence, kid. He noticed the dirt.
They're going to burn them.
That's what they said. You won't see them do it, though. How are you going to know?
I'll go back and get them.
No, you can't. That'd look funny. You said you didn't want them.
I changed my mind. I'll burn them myself.
Where? You got a private apartment? Someplace where you can turn a key? Look kind of funny building a fire in an empty lot to burn clothes. Besides, they might think you was faking about the job.
They'll burn them. They said so.
Sure. They'll burn them. Walk a little faster, kid. Walk a little faster, kid.
Well, you're persistent, kid. I'll say that for you.
I went to a lot of trouble to get these clothes. There must be some way you can use me.
Kid, look. Look at the dough in this cash box. $11. And that's for 2 families to feed. The night shift won't bring that. It won't slice any thinner.
Well, I guess you're right.
Hey, why don't you hit north? This town's dead right now. You could earn a living picking fruit up there.
Yeah, it'd be great in the road in this white outfit.
I can get you a ride in a line haul truck. Guy I know drives that route tonight. He'll leave about 7 o'clock. They like company to keep them awake. But that means you have to stay awake, too. You look tired.
Maybe you got a place I could lay down until then.
Not here. You got any dough?
$1.
There's a cheap hotel a few blocks up. Sack in there and sleep till just before 7.
Okay, I'll see you later.
No job after all, huh, Lucky? Now you gotta run for it. Get out of town.
They can't tag me. I got a head start now.
Don't see how you figure that. There's cops up north, too. Already there, waiting. Guys on the road get picked up all the time.
I look all right. They'll pass me.
Sure. You traded black clothes for white ones. The cops will know about that when you don't show up to give the storekeeper his dough.
If I stay here, they'll pick me up easier. I gotta go. I gotta take the chance.
Sure. That's the only chance you got. Run.
do you have, bud?
I want a room. You can call me at 6:30 tonight.
That's $50. Sign this card. What's the matter, bud? You forget your name?
No, I just haven't written it in a long time. I haven't even heard anybody say it, except for my nickname.
Can't take nicknames. Sometimes the cops come by. They want to see the list.
Cops? What for?
Who knows? They got to look like they're doing some kind of work, don't they? What's the matter? Cops worry you?
No. Why should they?
Well, it's something you know better than me. Here, here's your change from the buck and your key.
Okay. That's my name. Ben Fuller. Where's the room?
Straight down the hall, room 13. Ain't superstitious, eh?
No.
Saturday evening, son. I'm going down to the church to help decorate for tomorrow. You want to come?
No!
You used to go always.
I'm not going anymore. I'm sick of this place. I'm sick and tired.
You shouldn't feel like that. You have a nice home and a nice job.
Yeah, working in a hardware store in a hick town. I want to go places and see things. I want to be somebody.
You are somebody, Ben. You've got friendship and respect. You won't always work for somebody else. You'll build something of your own someday.
You bet I will. But it won't be here. Someday I'll go away. Someday I'll live in a big city where things happen. And I'll have everything I want.
I want you to have everything, son. I want to help you. Won't you come with me?
No, I told you, no!
All right, son. All right.
Hello, Lucky.
No, wait, Mom. Wait, I'll come with you.
Too late, Lucky. You can't go now.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't.
You never wanted to hurt anybody, but you did. Even your mother.
That's a lie.
Is it, Lucky? Maybe it is. Maybe she deserved it, expecting a smart kid like you to rot away in a dead little town.
It wasn't dead. It was a good town. We had a basketball team and a band that played in the park in the summer and a lake where we could swim.
Yeah, but that was for kids, not for a man. Your father wasted his life there, too, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He was the best barber in town. Everybody loved him. Everybody.
That wasn't good enough for you, though. What did you want, Lucky?
I don't know. What's that noise?
It's pretty plain. Listen to it.
What are they doing? What are they building?
A gallows, Lucky. That's where they're going to hang you.
You're not going to see it? I'll kill you, not. I'll kill you.
You already did. You can't do it again. You can't get rid of me.
I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Oh, just a minute.
I'd hate to have you for a customer at night, bud. What are you doing, throwing a fit?
I was dreaming, that's all.
Dreams like that you can have. Come on, at 6:30. Ain't you got to catch a truck or something?
Yeah, thanks. I'll check out right away. I'm getting a ride north.
Hook says you're going north to pick fruit, that right?
Only till I get enough dough to buy a new suit and a train ticket home. I want to go right back.
Sure. Can't go back on the bum.
I never should have left.
Yeah, most guys I carry feel that way. But they never know till they try. Some of them start back too late.
What do you mean?
Health is gone or they're getting a one-way jam. Hey, I got to make a stop here for a few minutes. You mind?
We ain't even out of town.
I know, but I got to stop here.
Hey, what are you stopping here for in the police station? What's the idea?
Cops after you for something?
No, of course not.
Well, what are you so jumpy for?
Well, I picked you up for vagrancy, hitchhiking or something.
Yeah, relax. They don't bother anybody. They're glad to see you go.
Well, it just seemed a funny place to stop, that's all.
Well, the police station ain't the only place on the block. I'm just going in that cafe across the street for a cup of Java. This is a long haul, and I'm broke, and I got a tab in there. I'd
buy you a cup of coffee, only, well, it's when it's on credit, it's kind of rubbing it in to bring a guest.
I'll wait. Go ahead.
Hey, there's a mission house just the other side of the police station. You can get coffee in there for nothing.
No, I'll wait.
I don't blame you. They play music in the place, and it's murder. Oh, there's an evening paper on the shelf behind the seat if you want to look at it while I'm gone. You can turn on the cab light.
Paper? Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
What are you looking for, Lucky?
What? I'm just looking at the paper, that's all.
I'm not a very important guy. Maybe it wouldn't be on the front page. Ah, there it is, Lucky. Page 3. L.R. Knott, railroad man, killed. Read it, kid.
The decapitated body of L.R. Knott, railroad detective assigned to a northbound freight, was found early this morning on a track about 15 miles north of Los Angeles. It is believed he lost his balance while passing another train and fell beneath the wheels. They don't know. They don't know.
No, kid. Only you and I know.
You can't know. You can't know anything. You're a dead man. You got no head in your body. You can't talk. You're my imagination, that's all.
You mean conscience, don't you?
Get away. You can't come back now. You're dead. You don't know anything. I'm free. I'm free. You don't know anything.
All right, Lucky. I don't know. You've beaten the law, Lucky. They can't catch you. Nobody knows now. Nobody but you. You win, don't you, kid? I'm a dead man. You win, don't you, kid? I'm a dead man. You win, don't you, kid? I'm a dead man.
Well, we can hit the road now. We ought to... Hey, what's the matter? You sick or something?
No, I'm all right.
Well, if you are, you can climb up on the shelf and lay down.
I changed my mind. I'm not going with you. Thanks, anyhow.
Suit yourself, kid.
So long, mister. So long, mister.
Precinct House, Sergeant Jameson. Yeah, okay, Joe. Make out a report on it. Now, what can I do for you, boy?
I want to give myself up.
What'd you do, kid? Steal something? Or you're trying to get a free ride home?
No. I killed a man.
When did it happen?
Last night.
Where?
On the railroad tracks going north. It was like this.
Wait a minute, kid. Wait till I get a card. Okay, what's your name?
Fuller. Ben Fuller.
No middle name?
They call me Lucky.
Lucky, huh? Like in good luck?
Yes. Lucky. Like in good luck.
Humphrey Bogart will be back with you in just a moment. But first, here you would have a closing commercial. After which, here again is Humphrey Bogart.
Next week, a story by the big fellow himself. Ernest Hemingway. And in weeks to come, other great yarns by John P. Marquand, Stephen Vincent Benet, John O'Hara, Louis Bromfield, Christopher Morley, James Thurber, James Gould Cousins, Ben Hecht, Irvin Cobb, Thomas Wolfe, and other great names published in the Charles Grayson anthology, Stories for Men. Tonight's story was adapted for radio by Joel Murcott. The music composed and conducted by Lynn Murray. Dee Engelbach directed and produced for Santana Productions. Until next week when we meet again, good night.
Be with us again next week at the same time when Humphrey Bogart will return to present another great short story, this time by one of the foremost men of contemporary fiction, Ernest Hemingway. This is Hy Averback speaking.
Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players. The Screen Guild play tonight, Casablanca. The starring players.
This is Humphrey Bogart.
This is Ingrid Bergman.
And this is Paul Henry. Tonight, Lady Esther presents the Screen Guild Players in Warner Brothers' exciting story of romance and intrigue in wartime Africa, Casablanca, with the original stars of the picture, Paul Henry as Victor Laszlo, Ingrid Bergman as Ilsa Lund, and Humphrey Bogart as Rick Blaine. Barely escaping the conquering Germans' entrance into Paris, Rick Blaine fled to Casablanca. There, months before the American troops landed, he was operating Rick's American Cafe. Casablanca swarmed with refugees, and Casablanca's more permanent foreign residents did a land office business in exit visas and letters of transit. Rick, however, avoided involvement in that dangerous business until the night our story began. He was in his office above the cafe, where he could watch and hear the crowd below when his head waiter called to him. Yes, Carl?
The prefect of police, Captain Reynolds, would like to speak to you.
Well, send him in.
Yes, sir. Rick will see you, Captain Reynolds.
Thank you, Carl. Hello, Rick.
Hello, Louis. Why the formality?
Well, I have some unpleasant news for you, Ricky.
I mean, you're looking for more graft.
Oh, no. At least not right now. My men arrested Ugarte on his way to your roulette wheel, Ricky.
Well, except to Ugarte, what's so unpleasant about that?
Well, in itself, nothing, but we arrested Ugarte for murdering 2 German couriers and stealing their letters of transit. Ugarte did not have those letters of transit when he was arrested, and he's seen no one but you, Ricky, since the murder.
What are you building up to, Louis? Arresting me?
No, not immediately at any rate. I just want to give you a word of advice. Ugarte was going to sell those letters tonight to Victor Laszlo.
Laszlo? Here in Casablanca?
Yes. Well, you know, Ricky, this is the first time I've ever seen you so impressed.
As head of the underground movement, Laszlo's impressed half the world.
Yes, it's my duty to see that he does not impress the other half. Rick, Laszlo does never reach America. He stays in Casablanca.
20,000 francs says he doesn't.
I'll make it 10,000. After all, I'm only a poor, corrupt official.
All right, it's a bet.
Well, no one else would dare supply Laszlo with exit visas, Ricky, and since he can't leave Casablanca without them, make certain that you don't give him those letters of transit.
But I...
Oh, you needn't deny it, Rick. I'm certain you have the letters.
Even if I had those letters, Louis, you know I stick my neck out for nobody.
Yes, to date. But I suspect, Ricky, under that cynical shell, you're a sentimentalist. Now, if you'll come downstairs with me, I'll introduce you to Major Strasser and Victor Laszlo and his charming companion, the most beautiful woman who has ever come to Casablanca.
must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by.
Sam!
Yes, boss?
I thought I told you never to play that song again.
Well, boss, you see, I didn't really...
Sam's not to blame, Rick. I asked him to play it.
You? Hilda?
Yes, Rick. Hilda.
What are you doing in Casablanca?
Just traveling through with Victor Laszlo.
Where is he?
He'll be right back. He's looking for someone.
Well, I found your wandering escort, Mademoiselle Lund. Ricky, I have the honor of introducing...
We're old acquaintances, Captain Renaud.
Oh, you know each other? Well, then, Ricky, do you also know...
This is Mr. Victor Laszlo.
Well, here's a great deal about Rick in Casablanca.
And about Victor Laszlo everywhere. I congratulate you.
What for?
Oh, your work.
Thank you. I try.
We all try. You succeed.
I can't get over you and Mademoiselle Lund knowing each other, Ricky. Under the circumstances, it worries me.
Well, it needn't.
Let's see, Rick. The last time we met...
Was it La Belle Aurore?
Oh, nice. You remembered. But, of course, that was the day the Germans marched into Paris.
I remember every detail. The Germans wore gray. You wore blue.
I don't wish to be the one to say, dear sir, but it's late. We'll come again, Monsieur Blaine.
Anytime.
Will you say goodnight to Sam for me, Rick?
I will.
There's still nobody in the world who can play as time goes by like Sam.
I'll tell him. That's what she said, Sam. Nobody can play as time goes by like you.
Aren't you going to stop drinking and go to bed, boss?
No. Play as time goes by, Sam.
Oh, I don't think I can remember it, boss.
If she can stand it, I can. Play it. I got a date with a memory in Paris.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time.
Now I really know the meaning of happiness, Richard. It's being here in Paris with you.
And the German army 50 miles away. Who are you really, Ilse? What were you before you came to Paris?
At the beginning, we said no questions, Richard.
You know, I can't help wondering why I should be so lucky. Why I should find you waiting for me to come along.
Why there is no other man in my life? Well, that's easy. There was. He's dead.
I'm sorry. I know we said no questions. I'll never ask another.
Richard, you must leave Paris before the Germans arrive. You're on their blacklist.
Their roll of honor.
Oh, don't joke, Richard. You must leave.
Oh, no. We must leave.
Yes, of course.
Oh, now, the train for Marseille leaves at 5. Hey, why don't we get married in Marseille?
No. Oh, that's too far ahead to plan.
Hilda, what's the matter?
Nothing, darling. Nothing. It's just that I love you so much. Oh, it's a crazy world. Anything can happen. If you shouldn't get away, if something should keep us apart, wherever you are, wherever I'll be, I want you to know. Richard. Kiss me as if it were the last time.
A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply.
Boss, wake up. Boss, you gotta wake up. That lady's here. And this ain't no memory in Paris. She's right here.
You're as drunk as I am, Sam.
No, he's not, Rick. I'm here. I left Victor at the hotel and came back. I have to talk to you.
Funny about your voice, how it hasn't changed. I can still hear it. Richard, dear, I'll go with you any place. We'll get on a train together. We'll never stop.
No, please. I can understand how you feel.
You understand how I feel. How long was it we had?
I didn't count the days.
Well, I did. Every one of them. Mostly I remember the last one. You and I were going to run away from Paris together.
Oh.
But you didn't meet me at the station, did you?
Please, Rick.
That was a wild finish, me standing on the platform. The last train about to pull out. But you didn't show up, and Sam had to push me on the train.
The Rick I loved in Paris would let me explain, but this Rick, looking at me with hatred. I'll be leaving Casablanca soon. We'll never see each other again.
You'll see me before you go.
No, Rick.
Oh, yes, you will. Some night you'll lie to Laszlo and come to me.
No. No, you see, Victor Laszlo's my husband. And was, even when I knew you in Paris.
Well, Laszlo, I wondered when you'd come to see me.
Captain Reno and Major Strasser kept me busy for the past 24 hours.
Well, there's no use fencing around. You've come about those letters of transit, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
You and Strasser and Reno. Seems to be the general impression in Casablanca that I have those letters.
Suppose we assume that you have them.
All right, go ahead.
You must know it's very important I get out of Casablanca.
Why you? More than any of the others stuck here?
It's my privilege to be one of the leaders of a great movement. You know what I've been doing. You know what it means to the work, to the lives of thousands and thousands of people, that I reach America.
Don't you ever wonder if what you're fighting for is worth all this?
We might as well question why we breathe. If we stop breathing, we die. If we stop fighting today's enemies, the world will die.
What of it? It'll be out of its misery.
You know, Monsieur Blaine, you sound like a man trying to convince himself of something he doesn't believe in his heart. That wasn't always your attitude. You ran guns to Ethiopia. You fought against the fascists in Spain.
I was well paid on both occasions.
A winning side would have paid you better. Isn't it strange that you always happen to be fighting on the side of the underdog?
Well, let's say that I'm a poor businessman.
Are you businessmen enough to appreciate an offer of 100,000 francs for those letters?
Oh, I appreciate it. But if you offered me 1,000,000 francs, I wouldn't accept it.
Very well, then. You have the letters of transit. You won't give them to me. But I want Ilsa to be safe. Monsieur Blaine, I ask you as a favor to use the letters to take her away from Casablanca.
You love her that much?
Yes, I love her that much.
Oh, sorry, but it's no deal.
But why?
I suggest that you ask your wife.
My wife?
Yes. Who's singing that song?
Oh, the Strasser and his Gestapo agents. They followed me here.
Now, don't start anything. I don't want any trouble in here that'll force Reno to close my joint.
You have no objections to your band accompanying me while I sing, do you?
No, go ahead. I'm neutral. If one customer can sing, they can all sing.
They all will sing. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're ready, Mr. Laszlo.
Then play it.
Casablanca, starring Ingrid Bergman, Humphrey Bogart, and Paul Henreid. In just a moment, we will hear Act Two. But first, here's a word from our hostess, Lady Esther.
Don't you just love this time of the year when everything seems to be taking on new life, new beauty? You know, your skin is changing too these days. From the winter-weary dryness of February and March to the lovely spring-like freshness of April. And what a pity it is for anyone to hide that fresh, young look of the skin, that lively, awakening April look of the skin, with a mask-like face powder. Does the powder you use accent the fresh, delicate tones April brings to your skin? Or does it hide them, cruelly cover them up, make your skin look a little pasty and drab? Now, if you want to keep that springtime look to your skin, if you want your skin to look fresh as a daisy all day long, and young and lovely as all awakening nature around you, try Lady Esther face powder. I know your heart will miss a beat when you look in your mirror. For Lady Esther face powder brings out all the subtle, delicate charm that nature gives your skin this time of the year. Women say it's by far the most flattering face powder they've ever used. You see, Lady Esther face powder isn't just mixed in the usual way. It's blown by hurricanes. Color and powder particles whirl together with the force and speed of hurricanes. The result is a powder so smooth and fine in texture, it hides little lines and blemishes. So rich and exciting in shade, it adds instant life and beauty to your appearance. So, if you want to see the miracle of springtime take place right on your own skin, before your own mirror, treat yourself to Lady Esther face powder.
And now the curtain rises on the second act of Casablanca, starring Humphrey Bogart as Rick Blaine, Ingrid Bergman as Ilse Lund, and Paul Henreid as Victor Laszlo. Angered by the manner in which the patrons of Rick's Cafe joined Victor Laszlo in singing the Marseillaise, Major Strasser forced Captain Renault to close Rick's place and ordered Victor Laszlo and Ilse Lund to remain in their hotel.
Victor, I'm frightened. Please don't go to the underground meeting tonight.
To tell you the truth, my dear, I'm frightened too. So shall I hide here in a hotel room, or shall I carry on the best I can?
Whatever I would say, you would carry on.
Since our friend Rick has refused to part with those letters of transit, what else am I to do?
Did Rick give you any reason?
He suggested I ask you.
Ask me?
Yes. Ilsa, when I was in the concentration camp, were you lonely in Paris?
Yes, Victor, I was.
I know how it is to be lonely. I love you very much, my dear.
Yes. Yes, I know. Victor, whatever I do, will you believe that...
You don't even have to say it. I'll believe. I must get to the underground meeting now. Good night, my dear.
Good night. Hello, Rick.
Well, I told you you'd be around to see me, but this is a little ahead of schedule.
Richard, I had to see you.
Oh, so I'm Richard again. We're back in Paris.
Please.
Your unexpected visit isn't connected by any chance with the letters of transit, is it?
Richard, you can ask any price, but you must give me those letters.
I went all through that with your husband. There's no deal.
Richard, we loved each other once. If those days meant anything at all to
I wouldn't bring up Paris if I were you. It's poor salesmanship.
Please listen to me. If you knew what really happened...
I wouldn't believe you no matter what you told me. You'll say anything now to get what you want.
Richard, don't you understand? You are our last hope. If you don't help us, Victor Laszlo will die in Casablanca.
What of it? I'm going to die in Casablanca. It's just a spot for it. Now, if you... Well, I see you come prepared for anything. Give me that gun.
No. I tried to reason with you. I tried everything. Now, if you don't give me those letters, I'll shoot.
Go ahead.
Get me those letters.
No, they're right here in my pocket. I don't have to. If you want them, you'll have to kill me to get them. If Laszlo, if the underground means so much, you won't stop at anything. And if you don't shoot fast, I'm going to take that gun away from you. Now give it to me.
Oh, Richard. I tried to stay away. I thought I would never see you again, that you were out of my life. If you knew what I went through the day you left Paris, how much I loved you, how much I still love you. We had been married only 3 weeks when Victor got word that they needed him in Prague. He was captured almost immediately in Central Concentration Camp. Then came word he was dead. I was lonely before, but then I had nothing left, not even hope, until I met you.
But why didn't you tell me all this in Paris?
Victor made me promise to keep our marriage a secret. He was afraid that if the Gestapo found out I was his wife, it would be dangerous for me and for those working with us. I kept my promise.
And then you got word he'd escaped?
Yes, a friend called, telling me that he was ill and hiding in a freight car near Paris. I didn't tell you because you wouldn't have left Paris and they would have caught you. Well, you know the rest.
It's still a story without an ending. What about now?
Well, I'll never have the strength to go away from you again.
And Laszlo?
Well, you'll help him now, won't you, Richard?
Yes.
He'll have his work, all the things he's been living
All
for.
except you.
I can't fight it anymore. I don't know what's right any longer. You'll have to think for both of us, Richard. For all of us.
I've already made up our minds, and I think I can arrange everything with Renault. Here's the setup, Louis. I'm selling out my place and leaving Casablanca on tonight's plane, the last plane.
What?
And I'm taking Ilsa Lund with me. Ilsa's Victor Laszlo's wife. Louis, I'll make a deal with you.
What is it?
I want to be sure that Laszlo doesn't escape this time. Now, if you could get him on a real criminal charge, would that be a feather in your cap?
It most certainly would. Germany, she would be grateful.
Then be at my place a half hour before the plane leaves. I'll arrange for Laszlo to be there, thinking I'll sell him the letters of transit. When I hand them to him, that'll give you the criminal grounds for making the arrest.
Ricky, I'll miss you. Apparently, you're the only one in Casablanca that has even less scruples than I.
Thanks. Oh, and by the way, Louis, come for Laszlo alone. See, I'm taking no chances on a double cross, even from you.
Double cross? Why, Ricky?
You might get ideas about slapping me in the jug for selling those letters, you know. Well, don't forget, a half hour before plane time, alone.
Don't worry, Ricky. This is an honor I'll share with no one.
Monsieur Blaine, I don't know how to thank you.
There's no time for that. You won't have any trouble in Lisbon, will you?
No, that's all arranged.
Good. Well, here are the letters.
Monsieur Blaine,
Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest on the charge of accessory to the murder of the couriers from whom those letters were stolen.
Now, just a minute. Nobody's going to be arrested, Louis. Not for a while yet.
What? Rick, put that gun down. Have you lost your mind?
Stay where you are, Louis. I wouldn't like to shoot you. But I will if you take one more step toward me. Keep your hands away from your pistol.
Well, I suppose you know what you're doing, but